Hi everybody, Wicked Penny here for another episode of Get Baked with Wicked Penny. I'm going to tape this episode. I'm going to try to be a little more fun, a little more interactive. My first taped episode, my biggest critique, and I thought it was a little boring. Not so fun, not so exciting. So what I'm going to do today, seeing that it's 3:34, but it's gotta be 5 o'clock somewhere. I'm gonna start us off with a cocktail. Super simple. Not really a cocktail. My little beer stein. My little beverage of choice. A little Blue Moony. Yeah. Oh. Do I give good head? I mean, you know, the beer kind. Who doesn't like a little foam every now and then? So I'll let that settle a little bit. As I was setting up, Sammy comes downstairs and he says, "Where's your orange?" I'm like, "I don't have any oranges. I only have clementines." He goes, "It's orange. I'll throw them in there. All these little baby jammies. There, I got me my orange and my Blue Moon." So, this is settling. I'm going to tell you what we're going to be making today. We're going to make the easiest, yummiest meatloaf you've ever had. So, who doesn't like a good meatloaf? Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm not a huge meat eater. A lot of people don't know that. But I've had this recipe probably for 25 years. I found it in a craft cookbook. And I've kept it ever since. I know it by heart. I don't need to look it up. When I drop the video, I'll put all the ingredients in the description for you to make it at home. And I'd like you to leave me a comment after you made it and let me know what you think. It's Maxwell's absolute favorite. Keith loves it. And it's so easy. You have no idea how easy this is. So I got to put the hair back. You know. Otherwise, we'll have the Department of Sanitation at the house. Lickety split. Gotta put the hat on too. There is sanitation code. I posted an Instagram picture today with this hat on. Life is good. Life is really, really good. So, okay. These are the ingredients. You're not gonna believe it. I'm gonna scan down a little bit and show you. Okay? Super easy. These are the ingredients. Half a cup of barbecue sauce, 2 eggs, cup of water, okay? So you can see that. A box of chicken stuffing, any brand, Walmart, Target, Kmart, your grocery store, Aldi, Save-A-Lot, wherever you want to go, Kroger, Wawa, Wah-Wah, all right? So that's it. Oh, I'm sorry, the star of the show. Here we go. Now, it calls for 2 pounds of ground beef. But me and my family we like a 50-50 mix or a 75-25. So I have ground beef, 80-20, and I have the pork. So I pretty much have like 1.5 pounds of ground beef and a little over a half on the pork, okay? So look how easy this is. I mean, you're not going to believe it. The beef is there. I am going to take this whole bag of stuffing, dump it on top of the beef. In the garbage it goes. I have a preheated oven going right now for 375 degrees, okay? Now, you need a 1/2 cup of barbecue sauce. So, I just divided by 2 for myself because a half goes in, okay? There you go. I'll save that little baster. I have my little bowl. Everybody got a little handy dandy red bowl for yourself to bake and cook in. So here's 2 eggs. 1. Look at this. I'm fancy with the one-handed jammy there. Not a shell to be had. Okay. So we have to scramble these bad boys up. Okay. Am I going too fast? I said, am I going too fast? I hope not, because this is so easy. 2 pounds of beef, box of stuffing, 1/4 cup of barbecue sauce, 2 eggs beat, and a cup of water. I put a little water in my eggs real quick before I toss them in to thin them out even a little more, so you don't get that, you know, that, ugh. I'm not even going to compare it to anything because you guys have filthy, filthy minds. Okay? In goes the water. Here's my spatula. So you get a little closer. I'm just going to incorporate everything. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I haven't touched anything. I took my rings off. I'm going to give my hands a squirt because it's just so much easier to fold, to mold, and form for yourself and to mix it without over mixing. When you use a wooden spoon, it's hard to incorporate everything, and it's hard to I don't know what to say. It's hard to get everything good. You just keep stirring it, and you don't ever want to overstir your meat. If you have tough meatballs, if you have tough meatloaf, if you have any type of meat cake product, and it's tough and it tastes meaty, like not melt in your mouth delicious, it's because you're overworking your meat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hands, gently incorporate, gently. I'm not mushing the meat together. I just want to get all the stuffing intertwined, the water and the barbecue sauce and the eggs. Like I said, I'm just gently folding it over, making sure everything is incorporated. Because that's all you got to do. This is so easy. Anybody can do it. Now look at that. That's it. There's no chopping onions and green peppers and, you know, whatever you like to put in your meatloaf. Some people do all kinds of things. I like the basics, but this is a little twist with that stuffing. I say a lot, so I watched my video back over. I'm like, oh my God, Penny, I think you must have said 50 times. I'm trying not to. Everyone's like, just be yourself. I know, but I find myself annoying, don't you? So anyway, I have just a spray. I don't have anything else, and it's a 13x9 sheet. And you just dump it in. Do you see what it looks like? It's just meat mixed. And I dump it in here. Okay? And I'll turn it down so you can see me forming the loaf, okay? Don't want to lose yous. You know I have a tendency to messing up. And all I'm doing, right in the middle, is forming a loaf with my bare hands. It's super easy. You don't need that loaf pan. You know what I mean? Because the loaf pan, to be honest with you, it takes longer. It's just the air gets around it. And look at, you could be dirty and you could, form a penis for your lover or a heart for your lover if you want to make a meatloaf. But, no penises here. Okay? There we go. Now, this is gone. Here. Now, I have the red. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Can you see? Gorgeous. Now, I have the other 1/4 cup of barbecue sauce that we had separated. And I have my paintbrush. Really, it's a silicone brush. I told you in prior Get Big Penny episodes. I have no idea where I got it, but I feel kind of professional with it. Like I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. So anyway, to make a long story short, not that this was actually a story, but if your meat is thawed, and you have these ingredients in your pantry, which, who doesn't have the barbecue sauce in their refrigerator? You need to make sure you have that box of stuffing. Who doesn't have eggs and water, right? You have to thaw your meat, put it in the fridge before you go to work. You come home, you whip this up. Look at that. I'm taking a little napkin so that it doesn't burn on the edges. Look at it. Hello, lover. All right. And that is it. Do you believe it? Do you believe it? Do you believe that? That prep time was literally like 5 minutes for a meatloaf. For a good meatloaf. I'm going to pop it in the oven. Okay. It has to cook for about 45 to 50 minutes at 375. I usually take an internal a thermometer. I have a meat thermometer. 165 is meat cooked all the way through. I like to pull mine at like 155. And when it rests, it cooks a little more. It may be a little pink. If you don't like that at all, then 165, 170, you should be golden. You won't have any pink through it. I just think it cooks a little more once it sets for a little bit. These aren't really that expensive, these meat thermometers or candy thermometers. You know, this isn't a candy thermometer. People will watch and be like, she doesn't know what she's talking about. But no rectal thermometers. I don't think that'll work. But if it's sanitary and you're in a pinch, head to your nearest, you know, medicine cabinet. That's a penny tip for you right there. Okay? So I'm going to keep that there and take a little sip. Now, obviously, we're not going to sit here for 40 to 50 minutes, okay? Watching this cook, like watching water boil. But I just wanted to show you how easy that was. It literally took, the video is at 11 minutes. Mind you, I had the ingredients set up for myself, but there were no ingredients. You saw what I put in there. 2 eggs, water, the stuffing and the meat, and the barbecue sauce. So I'll come back when it's done, pull it out. We'll have a little bit of smell-o-vision together. Take a deep breath of that meat tastiness, and we'll check it out as soon as we get back. More than likely, I'll be on number 2 or 3. Be right back. Hello, I'm back. And kitchen smells divine. Took just about 50 minutes. I'd like the center to be a little done, but the sun's starting to go down. I started taping a little later in the day, and I wanted to finish getting the sunlight through the window in the kitchen. So I pulled it. The end piece, which that's my fave, is at the temp that I would like. The center, when I'm done taping, I'll probably pop it back in the oven for a little bit, not too much longer. I didn't get to number 3, but I'm on number 2. Delish. And here's what I want to say about meatloaf. Keith and Max and lots of people in the world like gravy and mashed potatoes and corn. I like mashed potatoes and corn. I don't like them together. I am not a fan of gravy, to be honest with you. I think it makes your food turn cold much quicker, so you tend to shovel it in before it cools down. So I'm really not a big gravy fan. I'm trying to eat a little healthier. Not that anybody cares, but so I'm going to put this down and show you how I'm going to have mine. So I'm going to put it down. Here's the finished product. So you can see, and I temped it. And the middle is at about 150, and the ends are at like 155, like I like. So I'm going to, this knife is definitely not long enough. I'm going to cut off the end piece, which I like. Now you're going to find it's not it's a different consistency than a normal meatloaf because, oh my God, it's so good. Because of the stuffing in it. So I'm going to scooch my piece out. And I'm going to put it on my plate. Okay. And I cooked myself a frozen pouch of cauliflower, and it's in a cheese sauce. Now you're going to say, oh, I thought you're watching your weight. But, oh, that's a lot. I don't get any money for promoting products or anything like that. There's just so many frozen. If you want to avoid the canned option, avoid the canned options of vegetables and stuff, frozen are fresh vegetables flash frozen. Now this one's a little different because it does have a cheese sauce on it. So it's, obviously. But Green Giant, again, plugging products, they have individual servings. There's 25 calories in a serving. There's 2 in a pouch. So even with the cheese sauce, however they make it, I really don't care because I'm sure it's full of preservatives and chemicals and shit. But hey, a girl's got to eat, right? So this is me with and it's got barbecue sauce on the outside. And The cauliflower, you know what I like? Like, I'll take my beef, put it in the cheese sauce. Look at that. You're not gonna believe how good this meatloaf tastes. Maxwell dips it in barbecue sauce. He likes some more barbecue sauce. Keith likes gravy all over his, and the mashed potatoes and corn. I told you how I like mine. I'm sure you have your favorites. We all have our favorites. I just wanted to share this recipe with you because it is so super easy. It's something different, and I think your family's really going to enjoy it. And by all means, for real, put your own twist on it. Use ground turkey. It tends to be a little drier, so adding a turkey stuffing maybe instead of the chicken flavor. Ground turkey, turkey stuffing. Do the eggs in the water just like you're supposed to. Maybe a cranberry glaze on top. Maybe we'll make it in another episode of Meatloaf Madness with Wicked Penny. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, share, ring the bell. Please comment, leave me anything you have to say, critique it or not. I need to hear it all. It's the only way I'm going to learn, grow, and give you people what you want. So from my kitchen to yours,